I figured while I was here in Milledgeville to visit with my daughter and my son and grandkids, I would ride through the Central State Hospital and show it to y'all. There ain't much left to it. It used to be the biggest mental hospital in the world at one time. But I figured I'd ride through and show you a little bit of it. That's the big peach orchard out there, great big old peach orchard. And there's a chapel. And then we start coming up on the old buildings. There's an old building right there. And I used to have to go in them buildings. And when I worked up here, you can see all the windows knocked out, some of the windows knocked out. But I used to have to go up here, me and old Leroy Freeman. And we'd have to walk these old buildings just every now and then. And Lord have mercy, you want to talk about spooky? There's one right there. That was a spooky one there. Look at all the weeds done growed up on it. But yeah, it used to be over 11,000 mental patients up here at one time. Now, I'll take a right here. This big old white building right here. Let me see if I can get a better shot of it. Let's see. That's the Powell building. Let me see if I can pull over in the front right here. Yeah, I can pull over in the front right here. Hey, how you doing? Good. Just taking some videos for some friends. They ain't never seen the state hospital before.
Well, that's what we're doing now.
Yeah, a lot of people didn't realize at one time this was the largest mental hospital in the world.
I read about it, I know.
Had over 11,000 mental patients in it.
Sad.
It was, wasn't it?
Sad.
Yes, ma'am. You have a good day. Yep, this is the old Powell building right here. Yep. I don't remember exactly what they did when they brought you to the Powell building. But it looks like an important building, don't it? Yep. There's been a lot changed here in Hardwick, Georgia, which they call it Milledgeville. It's right next to it. I mean, you can't even, you run right into Milledgeville. It's really the same little, they're both in Baldwin County, but it's considered Hardwick, Georgia. But that's the Powell building. And just met a couple of nice ladies real quick. Y'all saw that they up here touring they're touring the old state grounds. Had never seen it before. Well, look at here. I don't know how old these two hay bales are right here. These old round bales. Y'all see that? Those are hay. Now, supposedly Joe Biden said that they were doing away with round hay bales. That said even farm animals deserved a square meal. So, so they got rid of the round hay bales. I don't know how old these are, but anyhow, let me ride around and show you a little bit more. All right, let's see if I can get out of traffic without getting run over. All right, there's that nice lady I just spoke to. All right. There's the other side of the pecan orchard. Yep, here's an old building right here. I mean, that is an old building right there. I don't ever remember going in that building. But, yeah, that's an old one right there. Sure is. Let's see. Now we're going into some of the housing where people that worked here at the Central State Hospital, doctors and all, they used to have housing up here. Let me see, I'll turn around this driveway right here on this damn line. And I'll be in and out in just a second. Alright, I might have to do some editing. The way this doggone camera's moving around. Yeah. Right. Let's see, here we go. Alright. Now there used to not be but 2 police cars up here in Central State Hospital police cars. But you can look this up if you want to. I don't know how you can find out, but you can look it up and see. But they had more, they pulled more people over and arrested more people for DUIs than anybody else, any other law enforcement in the state of Georgia. I used to be scared to death riding through here back before I used to sing in the choir, and I drank and everything, because I was always scared they was gonna pull me over. Yes, I was. Now that building right there, I said now it's the GMC activity building, but that used to be the old auditorium. That's where the wrestlers used to come to, like Bob Armstrong and Mr. Wrestling #2. I remember Abdul the Butcher being up here, all the old wrestlers back from the day. And that building right there, that's the, let me pull in. Come on, Skip, you can do better than that. That building right there, that is the old Binion building. You can see it. Let me see if I can swell it up a little bit. You see on the front right there, I guess you can see it over the doorway, it says Richard Binion Building. Well, the Binion Building is where they kept the criminally insane. You know, like old Hinckley. I don't remember if Hinckley shot Reagan or if he shot John Lennon, one of them. But he was declared insane, and that's where they'd put people like him, in the criminally insane. Now, I used to do a lot of work in that building, and you had to be real careful when you go up there, because, you know, they ain't just crazy, they crazy and mean. And, you know, I remember building a big holding cell one time. We had to come up here, me and a couple of boys, and build a great big holding cell for this one guy, because he was, I mean, he was already crazy and mean, but he was mean to the other inmates. And we built a little 12 by 12 room for him, and it had 3 sheets of 3/4 inch plywood on the outside walls. I mean, that guy, he was strong. He was crazy strong. But yeah, that's the old Binion building right there. And we back up, go this way. Try not to get hit. This is a bad curve right here. I want to show y'all the kitchen. Now, you got to realize how big this kitchen was. You know, you're talking about feeding 11,000 mental patients, or 11,000 people, not counting the employees that worked up here. There's one of those buildings right there. It's all boarded up. The windows are boarded up. Got the old columns out front. Yeah, there's a lot of history in this old hospital up here. Let me see if I can ride up here and get a good shot of the kitchen. We used to eat up here when I worked here. You know, you could eat up that there. You can see right there, that's the old police station. It ain't there no more. But Lord have mercy. You always wanted to make sure when you was riding through there was both cars there. Because they were notorious about pulling people over. Yes, they were. There's the old Lawrence building. It's a doctor's building pretty much. Now this is the kitchen. This is the old kitchen right here. It's called Bobby Parm Food Service Facility now. Old Bobby Parm. I remember Bobby Parm. He was a pharmacist here in Milledgeville. That's where we used to, whenever we had to go get something from the pharmacy, that's where we'd go. I can't remember the name of the place he used to work at, that pharmacy. But yeah, he was an old pharmacist. Alright. Now we get down here in some of those creepy old buildings. Let's see. Alright. That's the laundry. That's where they did the laundry for all the inmates. Yeah. Yeah. It's amazing some of these old buildings are still here. Now right down here, I can't remember if it was that building or another one, but that's where they, I think it's over there, I'm not sure. But that's where they used to embalm people or when they would die out here, the patients would. They would, they'd take them in there and they'd bomb them. And I remember Mama telling me stories about her and some of her friends. They knew one of the guys that worked there, and that's an old nursing home building. I remember that. Yeah. And he would open up that window, outside window, where they could look in there. Mama said it would scare the mess out of them. They'd look in there and he'd have one laid out on the slab getting ready to embalm. But let me see which way I want to go. I ain't been up here in a hot minute. Now some of these old buildings, old Central State Hospital buildings, were turned into prison buildings, like River State Prison and the Bostic building, several of them. I think the Allen building, I can't remember if the Allen building was or not, but they turned them into prisons, and which it's no longer here. Yeah, you can see the razor wire right there. That was an old prison building right there. Yeah, let me see where we at. I can tell you, I think that's the Rivers building. Hell, that's all growed up. It's all growed up with trees and all now. But yep, that used to be the Rivers building right there. I remember that. Yeah. Yeah. Let me see if I can ride in front of it. Yeah. But yeah, it was a big prison up here. I mean, they converted a lot of these buildings into prison buildings. It's been so long now. Look at all the pine trees done growed up. But you can see the razor wire, and it wasn't just a little bit of razor wire. No sirree, buddy. Look at all that razor wire. They didn't plan on you getting out. No, they didn't. Down at the bottom, up at the top. But I'll record some more later. But I want to go ahead and show y'all this while I was, when I first got into town. I figured I'd show y'all some Central State Hospital. But I'll record some more later. Alright? Alright. Pop, pop, pop.